Hey everyone, it's Lumen. We've got Agricola today with PJ, 17, Kimball, and Boss Vincent. Mic volume problems, no kidding. So I'm playing G4, G5, no G6, G7, but all the other usual stuff. EIK, GWM France, my G ban list, Kimball's overall ban list. This first pack has four cards between good and great: hoarder, chief, heiress, and hobby farmer. Let's see. In G6, G7, I would undervalue hobby farmer, or value it lower just because there are too many crops. Chief is just overall strong. There's no combo. No basin maker on. Well, we have Kimball here, and he did say he was going to clown for the stream or something like that. So I'll expect him to do the work there. I think it's pretty clear Chief to me too, Turambar. The other ones just aren't good enough to build a game around. It's also sad that none of them are coming back. Well, there's non-bow combo. That Eremite fits okay. Um, hmm. Can you spend channel credits to make Kimball pick Basin Maker? No, but you can spend channel credits to have me type something in the game chat on your behalf. Though you could technically do this yourself. I don't want to talk about the technicality there. Yeah, revealing the draft secrets is a bad idea. So art director really kills stage star. That's what I was trying to remember. With big house combinations, Midnight Fencer could be really interesting. I just want to keep an eye on the wood supply. Oh, Marishka, is this the Wombo combo you're talking about? Pig Whisperer, Basin Maker? Yeah, I agree, Sid. It's clearly Thatcher. As much as I would like to pick Eremite, Thatcher's just better. Country Doctor would be really fun, but picking Chief pretty much obviates that. On the rebound, there's a chance for Pig Whisperer if I think I can pull off Basin Maker, but probably Midnight Fencer. Excuse me. You see how I snapped that? This is a good pack. Market Woman third is the latest I've seen Market Woman in a long time. So G4, G5 is less on crops than G6, G7, which makes the relative value of what Market Woman provides better. There are fewer combos, like straight combos, that Market Woman can beast on, but Market Woman's still amazing. Hunter is interesting to note. Carrot Farmer is good, and Inventory Manager is good. Yeah, it's about the same. Well, probably a tiny bit worse. Sorry, Marushka, no G6 this game. Yeah, I think I'm leaning away from liking G6 G7 as a game type. Uh, oh no, sorry, Marushka. See you next time. Um, just because I don't like how the Uve decks interact with the old style. I think that I do want to support Turambar's G Classic idea. I must say that I looked again at the deck a bit more closely, and I don't really agree with a lot of the picks for the deck, but the inspiration for it, I'm still very much on board with. So early riser, layabout. Longbow man. This is a clown. Okay, I'll try harder, Marishka. Layabout seems totally fine here. Growing aggressively in stage 2, perhaps. As expected, this is garbage, so I could de-draft Basin Maker. Prosecutor, probably not what I want to do in a Chief game. Yes, we will certainly differ in opinion. We will certainly do that. I don't know what to de-draft. Stage Star or Basin Maker? Understudy, no. There's no adoptive parents. Could hope for Baby Sling, but... Like, the one I'm going to use is Bread Seller. But if I'm going to use Bread Seller, then there are different problems. Yeah, I know, Trumbar. I really want to leave Basin Maker for Kimball. Art Director could definitely come back. That was a strong pack. Sorry. You snooze, you lose. Pig Whisperer. Also, it's kind of fun that my entire hand is EIK. No, it's not a D-draft, Sid. I think it's just the best pick. Midnight Fencer here. I'm going to claim this could be a Midnight Fencer game. And you never know when Hunter gets useful. On the other hand, Meat Seller is not a terrible option with Market Woman in hand. I'm not a big fan of Pen Builder. I'm going to need that wood. And I think taking Midnight Fencer and passing it along is still a good choice. I already have tactical stuff with a Layabout and Midnight Fencer. Midnight Fencer is pretty tactical in my opinion. I'm going to go Meat Seller. This pack is okay. I'm not getting Ox Team. It has to be Bookshelf. Popcorn is extremely tempting. You know, Popcorn could come back. It has to be Bookshelf here. Bookshelf Village School is an unbow, but Village School is good enough to get picked out of that. I think it falls under the rule of Play Agricola that don't pass Bookshelf. Well, I mean, the first 4 Ox I drafted are pretty useful, and Midnight Fencer I'm still thinking gets played. Midnight Fencer is one of those cards that I actually have really liked to use when I can. Animal Trap with the Ox team. Pretty solid, but you need a lot of stone to make that work. Muddy Bog is just insanely good to start with, so I think I just have to take it. Chocolate, Clogs, Animal Trap, maybe Paintbrush or Farm School could be okay. There was an Eris also, Sid, out of my opening pack. And without G6, G7, I think Big House is incentivized a tiny bit more, so I'm rolling with this. Machete's definitely the best card here. Granary would be okay if I didn't have Market Woman. Flat Hill, probably not worth picking. Bartering Hut. So there's a couple things to enable Ox Team. The Bartering Hut and the Animal Trap. Machete plus Farm School would combo, yes. And Bookshelf with Farm School definitely makes things easy to do. Though I do want to get my layabout out of the way fast, if that's the case. Yep. Yeah, so with the first picks in any draft, I'm just doing my normal thing of taking the best cards unless like a huge combo comes. And I mean, I think just being aware of the flexible options that or yeah, the flex options, being aware of them is the most important thing, and just ending up with whatever you end up with. But again, that's my style. I mean, I see a use case for all of my Ox here except Basin Maker. Which obviously means I'm going to be playing Basin Maker for some reason. Gangnam Style? No. Well, these are interesting. Does Watering Can trigger Market Woman? Parchment and Amusement Park are also quite good. Vegetable Harvest is funny to have with Meat Cellar. Look, my oven does everything. Maybe that's what it means, Marushka. Yeah, I guess Planner Box doesn't really work with Market Woman, and this is the same thing. Parchment overall seems good, but for having the way to hold sheep, yeah. So I mean, Pen Builder can come in handy sometimes. Oh, hi, Rilo. Well, you succeeded in properly using Late Bloomer. Yeah, the early sheep. Wait, did no one take Hunter? Yeah, I passed Hunter, so maybe I can take a risk there. And it is Ox Team coming back. That's too bad. I pretty much wanted anything else. Goblet for the Animal Trap. Of course, Animal Trap is gone. Farm school it is. I don't really need chocolate. Slaughterhouse over bonus. I'm going for a big house, big stone house though. When am I ever going to use either of these? Am I most likely to use plain out of all of these? No, I'll just say I have a smaller or a better chance at having extra clay and stone. Looks like I'm playing 7 Ox now? Yeah, I mean, Parchment, Farm School. One of them's got to trigger this bookshelf. Machete. So, I think Chief is the stage 5 Ock and Midnight Fencer is the stage 6 Ock. Start of the final harvest. Oh, so actually Midnight Fencer has to be the stage 5 one, because this one checks before the field phase. So I do need to hog the wood and hope that nobody gets 15 fences. My game is turned into something unknown if I'm playing plain. Yeah, I'm not playing plain. Thanks for asking. So it looks like Thatcher layabout Market Woman. Get a field. Get Machete down. Get Bookshelf down. Start the farm school train. Yeah, playing with Sawmill especially is quite fine. Art director for Kimball. Stage Star might have got back. Okay, and Boss Vincent playing Aramite. So I get the Reedstone food, which is totally great. And it means that Boss Vincent is unlikely to start player. But with so many miners I want to play, I'm not sure it's actually a problem. So the priorities are playing wood, playing Thatcher. Or taking wood, playing Thatcher. Kimball immediately takes food, food, read on traveling over one of the two. Yeah, it's okay here, I agree. Vincent probably takes 2 clay. No, I get 2 clay. Do I want 2 clay or should I just plow? No, the clay can't hurt. With Hunter out of the game. Fathoms, welcome. New to the stream or just or Agricola overall or whatever it is. Happy to have you aboard here. Let me know if you have any questions about what's going on. Yeah, thank you for the follow. We have interior design from PJ, which is just easy miner to get out of that 4th seat. Sheep flipping round 2, so that's probably what I was hoping for, even more so than major improvement. Ah, okay, yes. This, So you are watching someone who is close to 1,000 four-player games on this website. This is basically a 10-year-old version of Tabletop Simulator that only does Agricola, but it does it pretty well. And this is where all the Agricola diehards congregate online, basically. Um, So the idea is we're building a farm from 2 wooden rooms to hopefully a big stone house. I have a couple cards this game incentivizing me to build the biggest stone house I can. Oh, and Kimball plays Stage Star with art director. Um, and this game is about making sure you don't get screwed. It is rich in tactics, rich in strategy. It's, I mean, I didn't want to say it super obviously, but it's the best game in the world, and it's not really close. Well, to me, it's not really close. I've never been able to find a substitute that's a better game. So what's happened here? Boss Vincent played Hewer after Kimball's Stage Star, and PJ got 2 Reed and Reedstone. So Kimball has the room parts. No, I'm not parking start. Very early room parts. We have extra Reed this game. Kimball probably has popcorn. I probably plow over taking start here. JP is the biggest fan of Aramite on the site. So, Barbarossa also pitching in. Vincent going on day labor. So with Machete, I could get 4 wood, but then I'm playing Machete now instead of later. I think I'd take my 2 wood and chill. So now I have room parts with my Thatcher. Also want to predict who has Eris. Yes, Rilo Kren is completely correct about how this game works. PJ playing Joiner. Kimball taking 4 clay, so that's good to slow down the Hewer. Traveling players comes with a wood, but of course it only has 1 food on it. That's Boss Vincent getting Reedstone here. Thatcher for an extra food, not sure. Okay, I need to stop paying attention to the chat because I'm going to lose the track of the game here. I think I just take the first fireplace. Okay, so PJ also has room parts now. Instead of fishing for 3, that's a little interesting. 3 wood definitely was a candidate move for me. 3 wood and Ock are both fine here. Kimball fishes. And Vincent took 3 clay, really wanting Hewer to get started again in round 4. Might as well get this out here because I'm a constructionist when it comes to the wording on cards. So I have my private food action with the sheep space. I'm fine taking 4 wood if I can get it. PJ builds a room. Oh, and Kimball has house steward. Yeah, that's what I was saying though, Vincent. Like, it could matter later. Oh, and I'm gonna have my choice of 4 wood spots. That's kind of funny. Vincent plays Lady in Waiting. Strong stuff. I gotta take 4 wood here. How many rooms for me? Shrug. 9 rooms? Yeah, we can do it. No room discounters. Let's just spend 45 wood on wood rooms. Or 35. Oh, of course PJ gets Reedstone Food Wood, so that's definitely the right action for him. Basin Maker, yes, Wolfie. I had there was nothing to do with my 5th pick, so I took it. Kimball took more food. What is going on there? A guest room with a house steward? That doesn't make sense. Regardless of what happens here, PJ's getting 6 wood to start next round and first growth. Yeah, it could be head of the family. My overall efficiency is good. Yeah, protects the stage star for sure. Smart. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the first builder. Pretty sad. My stage 1 tactic's not strong. So, assuming that Fathom is still here, the key point of competition we're all in right now is to build a room and get family growth before everyone else. The players growing before everyone else tend to do best. Kimball playing Eris here, kind of what I suspected. Not taking start player first though. Yeah, a little surprising, I agree. PJ's gonna start player anyway, so there's no real pressure for me to build a room. I'm like way on the wrong spot of the growth queue for this, so I'm just gonna take efficient actions and hope it pays off. Go for a double build. Kimball is indeed being a tricky minx. Yeah, and parking start player can be a bit of a problem. Ooh, nice from PJ. I mean, this is really strong. I mean, paying an extra wood here on boarding school with interior design and getting free food also. Um, oh, PJ could have also built, but with boarding school, I guess that doesn't matter. Yes, and for strategy, always listen to Turumbar. Turumbar is almost always right. One of the best players in the world for sure. Yeah, the queue is too awkward for a fantastic boarding school, but or it's too clogged. I think I play layabout here. It's not great value, but I don't think it's going to be great value until too late in the game, and it just gets one of my ox out. Alternatively, I could take 2 wood. Marishka says at least 50.4%. Uh, that being Turumbar's win percentage in a 4-player game. And growth flips in 6, saving us from growth queue disaster. Someone could die from this game. When did he say that? Yeah, JP talking about the tactical reason to not build the room automatically. There could be a couple reasons. You'd rather occupy an action space. PJ playing veg harvest on this fake growth seems fine. Kimball starting with powder keg. Oh, that's nice. Get to clay by round 10 and in round 11 Reno, or in round 10 and get your Vincent takes the 4 wood. So PJ could build here, but I'm going to say he's not going to. Yes, definitely a good game from Kimball if feeding is taken care of. Probably just a lot of art directing. PJ going for the Reedstone Foodwood again. Definitely a fine action. Kimball renoing with Cooking Hearth. Yeah, the Eris looks good. I'll have to really compete Vincent playing the well. Let's get some wells in chat. Yeah, I don't think the boarding school grow is happening, Wolfie. And I have to build 2 rooms here. I would really like to get the Basket Maker's Workshop, but I don't know if I'll be comfortable getting the stone for that. I did not see Joiner in draft, so that was the first pick, nor boarding school. I also didn't see Powder Keg, but that could just be bad memory. Kimball playing Popcorn, kind of guessed that that was the case. Taking all those early read, adding read to the game. It does make Basket Maker's Workshop worse, just because this is a more effective thing. Oh, that's a good guess, Sid. Yeah, boarding school is still okay. It's not great this way, but it's okay. It is passable. So let's see. Yeah, that would be a move. Yep, Vincent got their stone food. I mean, I could have done a stable and take the sheep to play parchment. I do want to get bookshelf going pretty soon. So I do want 1 Ock here, but my other move is very uncertain. Probably just take 4 clay. Let Kimball have the sheep. Kimball probably just takes traveling anyway. Or at least could. Alright, Sid, have fun in your game. I could have just taken the 3 sheep to feed in stage 3. Have that all sorted out. Playing layabout for this harvest is pretty underwhelming. PJ bombing away at that joiner, which is definitely how you want to play it. Could be going for joinery plane. No, I was thinking about taking plane. Never mind. Kimball gets the sheep. Vincent takes the clay. Very focused on the hewer, which is probably fine. For food is just saying I did the wrong thing. I'll play Market Woman here. Or Reno Hearth. I'll get Market Woman down. Yeah, I wonder as well. Yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff to do, but playing Bookshelf and Muddy Bog, getting a plow in. PJ takes wood here. Oh, so he's saying he wants 6 wood. Well, that's too bad because I also want 6 wood. Veg does come out, which is nice. A nice little tiny bonus from Chris. Oh, PJ does want start player. Wait, no, it can't. You'd have to build rooms also. And if I take wood, I can build in front if PJ starts. So I can still take this 6 wood. And I might just build a 5th room in wood. I wonder if Kimball has any tricks for a 6th room. This feels like 5 rooms can win House Steward, but you never really know. Yeah, Kimball saying too kind to leave 6 wood for me. I think PJ miscalculated. Yeah, these things happen. The growth queue is very tricky to manage. Yeah, devious plans separating them from, yeah. Oh, Eremite's already off. JP's probably not happy. So my next move is actually build room, right? But then I only have 1 feeding action. Ah, Vincent stealing a wood off Kimball. Love it. I should get that. That works pretty well. And then next round, if PJ doesn't build, I can start grow. Kimball would really like to have start and clay, but is going to have a bit of a tough time getting it. Yeah, so with a tiny bit of fortune, definitely got a good result in the growth queue here, getting 2 rooms or 2 growths in a row. Kimball's definitely not going to go for 2 clay, 1 clay. Taking reedstone, which is grainstone food for Kimball. Possibly an ock. Two stone is also okay. Start player mini pasture. I mean, I'm just taking start player with my first move anyway, right? PJ gets 2 ox and a growth. Hobby farmer, nice timing. Oh, and pen builder. Is Kimball just taking the 2 sheep first action here? No, of course takes the clay to guarantee the room. But I'm just gonna start grow here. Vincent playing Hoarder, just in time. It's a pretty nice card to have with Lady in Waiting. You can generally have enough resources to do all that. Okay, so I play Muddy Bog here and Bookshelf next round. Or Muddy Bog, Bookshelf, Machete as these 3 miners. Yeah, boarding school not optional. PJ taking the Basket Maker's Workshop definitely seems like a good enough option for this harvest. Probably is going to want more support along the line, down the line. Kimball gets the sheep. We are doing a fairly okay job against Hewer, forcing Vincent into not the greatest moves, is what I would say. Carrot Farmer for Boss Vincent. Yes, that has been the key factor, I think. Getting to my double growths with only 1 start player action. What's more less alarming to play first? PJ paying extra reed for 3 food. I would actually have paid the stone. Just because reed is in higher demand. Okay, bookshelf seemed to be pretty alarming. Yeah, I have to say my position's okay here. If cows flip, I definitely want to fence 4 even. Yeah, if only they could see my ox. I mean, Chief and Midnight Fencer. I'm just hoping everyone burns the wood on rooms, like I am. Each other player, so I can't take my own unused fences. Vincent getting plow veg at the cost of a food, pretty good efficiency. Kimball ate a raw reed. Okay, so layabout one stage later would have saved me one food. 2 stages later would have been great, but at this point I really want to be machete and farm school and such, so I think this is fine. I think my target is a 5th room in clay. I think I can make that happen with the extra clay coming in. 5, 6, 7. I would need a 3 clay grab to make that work. A 2 clay grab? 2 clay grab. I would like to get more than 2 to possibly play Slaughterhouse. No, I'm not playing Slaughterhouse. For maybe clay oven. No, that costs extra clay. And maybe clay oven. Maybe I should just ignore needing it. Cows do flip. So let's see. I'll grow with machete. Take wood and fence are 2 good enough actions this round. I'm not going to get 6 or even 4 wood, but can also renovate with the hearth. Yeah, I might only get farm school out for the last 2 ox, but even then I think it's fine. I'm definitely not needing meat cellar in any way. It just does a food. PJ putting a wood to pen builder instead of fencing or taking 6 wood. I think not taking 6 wood. Getting 2 cows next round, not likely. I'll fight a little for it. I don't think it's ultra hard. I do need defense here, I think. Well, no. What's my feeding looking like? I think building fences immediately is too alarming. And I really do need to take wood. I'm gonna need a lot of food in next harvest. Which could become a problem. PJ getting reedstone food wood. So a lot of what PJ is doing so far is great, getting a lot of wood. Passing 6 wood, even when it doesn't seem like you'll end up using it, ends up being correct a lot. Kimball renovates here, and this means he has enough stone for the stone room in round 13. Plays amusement park for a couple food, seems good. And Vincent starts with the dovecote. Great. All fence. No time for Vincent to do anything about it except take the fireplace. Which is possible, but... I can renovate into Ox team if start player is taken. I might end up having to eat these cows. It's not looking great. Whoa, oof. PJ builds a room. That's a big oof against Kimball, so we like to see that for winning chances, but that was a weird start player. Wow, and just a fireplace? Gonna take the 2 cows and just ship them away? If that happens, I just have to start plowing. I should also consider not playing farm school. If it is too... No, it fits too well. I can do everything still. The biggest thing I need for the rest of this game is a stone grab. Oh, boo. The 2 cows is not gonna be... Yeah, half accidentally. I would suggest more than half accidentally. Alright, so Ox team is off the team. Get a field. PJ is gonna grow steel plow. I'm making an assumption. I probably need the sheep and or veg grain. Alright, I'm correct about that. Kimball might just art direct here. I could also take 3 food and a wood. Nope, Kimball being proactive about it seems right. Vincent, start player's animal trap. So that got all the way around to there. Not picking Ox team is kind of weird. Veg is only in danger from Kimball, who would probably rather have 3 reed. I have parchment as an option now. Turn a sheep to 3 food and an ox. If I can avoid eating them. My food is pretty bad. Yeah, and now you see how not taking 6 wood becomes a problem because now PJ needs wood again. Um, Using pen builder, steel plow, 2 wood rooms, it costs a lot of wood, and it comes up on you fast. Kimball indeed goes for the 3 grain action that looks like Reed. Vincent taking wood. I have to say, Midnight Fencer looking all right now. Runwing before there's a queue might be an idea. Yeah, if my food didn't suck so much. Getting the cows would have been great, and I could have just eaten the cows, and after playing Ox Team, and been totally fine with it. For veg grain, I think sowing a grain, macheteing it. I don't know if I'll get sow. I mean, sow bake looks pretty reasonable for a couple people here. On the real life side of things, I need to take a bathroom break. Want to get this round done first. I mean, I think not fencing there is a mistake. Um, I might be able to justify clay oven. If I sow 1 grain, bake 1 grain, eat 1 veg, eat 1 sheep, I can eat a raw grain and have 2 grain in supply. I'd rather just have Kimball sow and have me not think about it. Kimball fences 7. Um, I'm getting into not great action land. Alright. See you guys in a bit. All right, and we get a Plauso. That's fun. I like the person in front of me needing the wrong space. PJ, start player chocolate. Needing Plauso, I guess. So, who's going to get that round 13 growth without room? Is that Boss Vincent? So I'll have a chance for start player. Weird. Okay, so 4 wood is pretty important. Reno Hearth probably also pretty important. Three stone. 3-2 is going to be the way to go, not 5 at once. That's just not going to happen. Nobody can really do much with stone until they have clay. The wood is disappearing fast. Kimball takes the other clay. I guess going for pottery by the end. That means I can renovate with my last action. I should have plowed down here. What am I doing? Well, I mean, I actually think there's a lot of good farm layout options. I mean, I don't really like the one I used. I do like plowing on top of my rooms. But I agree in general, it seems like fields and rooms on the left side and pastures on the right side ends up being pretty solid. You want to leave yourself 8 spaces to fence until you're sure you can cover enough so that you can only fence 6 spaces. Fence 13. Now that's really good for Midnight Fencer. Okay, so this is 3 stone and Reno Hearth. I think I can barely pull this off. Next round, room, Reno Farm School, stone. Stone room, Reno Farm School. Food. Kimball, a nice clogs here. Well, okay, so I mean, how about this Midnight Fencer, everyone? Like, seriously, this thing's gonna be amazing. Vincent takes the fishing. That cost me 4 clay. These guys being on wood and all the clay being off the board here is fantastic. Only one of them's going to be able to reno without more clay coming in. It's a fantastic result for me. Oh wow, PJ playing Country Doctor, forcing Kimball to grow with the first move after the Plowsow. Hey William. I'm going to be dropping a Midnight Fencer, possibly Max. Max Midnight Fencer. That means I might not be able to grow with my 5th room, which is kind of funny. Oh, okay, so here are the cows. I'm not playing Ox Team, but the cows are just good. Cow, room, stone, reno is what I need. I don't think I remember conservator. Whoa. Is everyone ending with 5 peeps? That does seem likely, doesn't it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 growths. 12th is Lady in Waiting. Yeah, we barely get there. Oh, PJ Flathill. Yeah, that is really nice. I forgot about that. Oh, Kimball just sleight of hand here. 1 clay to 1 reed. Not all clay to all reed? What is that about? Room stable and farm school, hopefully on reno. PJ probably is thinking reno fence. And I hope that's the case. Reedstone, food, wood seems like an okay start. Didn't you have 11 wood? And I'm being very careful about everyone's wood counts because of reasons. Constable chances. Kimball and Vincent both have a knock I haven't seen. I'm going to say Constable's unlikely for both of them. Whoops. Though it doesn't really matter. I'm not getting an extra plow. I'll put it out here. My feeding is going to be sad here. Come on, PJ. Don't reno. Oh, I can eat just one veg. That early riser is actually doing good stuff for Kimball. PJ needs some food, but has a vegetable harvest with no oven. With no oven. Okay, so PJ does take wood to 15. Not really what I want to see here, but could be okay. Kimball takes a veg and is going to be plow sowing first move. Vincent's going to be plowing first move. And is so baking here. Unfortunately, I stuck myself in a position where I need to do exactly what I'm going to be doing. I guess I should machete the grain. I could have enough juice to win this. I probably want to do something like take 4 wood. If I let PJ have a reno fence action, then... Two pigs for 3 food and 2 points also seems like it would be good first action. Oh, in case I don't get a sow, I probably want to machete the veg. And then feed 5 food veg, machete veg. PJ spent a wood on pen builder. Nice. One more fence. Yep, okay. Everything's coming together. Yep, exactly, Rilo. You wrote it down 3 seconds before I said it. Veg is a good move. Want to grow. So I guess I don't have time to take wooden fence. It also is dangerous. With not enough returns. I don't really want to play a miner, so I don't especially need to... Oh, Kimball's gonna try to fence here. Well, I hope PJ takes normal fences. Oh, bartering hut. It didn't matter. No, I don't think you can even put the hewer stone on Hoarder. Unless you mean the stone food from round 13. I could do a Sobake here. If Vincent doesn't. Sobake looks pretty good for him, though. A cow is almost the same for me. It's effectively a food move, which is not what I really want to be doing here, but it's fine. Village school. Well, now with village school, Vincent can fence too. And Vincent does seem to be more of the blocking move taker type. I'm not sure I can guarantee fences because PJ could just be fine doing normal fences and then Reno with a guild. Yeah. This is 5 food. This is a 0.5, kind of. I'm not actually sure I get a point out of it because I lose a food for chief. So growth is only a 2-point action. I couldn't have macheted grain last round because it would have put me at risk for not hitting farm school. Oh, PJ's gonna stone oven on Reno. That's what's happening. How many cards does Vincent have to throw away? No, I didn't get past a miner here. I guess 2 ox still to throw away. If I'm taking a food only move, is a cow better? Veg grain and family growth is probably the plan. Veg grain is only 1 point for me though, so I'm trying to think if anyone else needs something more significant. I mean, it's possible here that if... Well, PJ with improvement blocked does want to take normal fences. So I'll just have to hope that this works out the way I want it to. Oof. Kimball getting blocked everywhere here. That's what you get for being a stage star. Yeah. Kimball fencing 3 is still okay, so I'm really hoping see something crazy here. Or not seeing anything crazy here. And play-by-play is telling me that PJ found fences before Reno improvement. Yeah, it's an unfortunate sequence of things. So I'll get 3 midnight fences. Not amazing. Only 2 points in the end, but 2 points are 2 points. Vincent playing Bartering Hut, getting rid of those things, or probably can only get a sheep, or is planning to take 1 read with the next move. Oh yeah, I will get 4, you're right. My mind didn't switch off of Kimball still taking fences with that action. I think my mind was in worst case scenario mode. So Kimball only having 43, I think that gives me a chance to get this. Yeah, I mean, once I drop Chief, it'll be enough. So a 3-point Midnight Fencer and a 5-point Chief. Paying a cost. Is Bartering Hut a cost? Yeah, and I guess just gamble to get 1 read the last action. Seems okay. I don't need that. I'll send my farm with a guest once it's PJ's last turn. Oh, and this oven comes in just in time for PJ to use vegetable harvest. That's kind of funny. Midnight says up to 2 left over from everyone. This kind of game is definitely outside my comfort zone, not really fencing much, and being on the edge with a big house, edge of feeding. Vincent does get that last read. So 4 fences. So then I feed 5 food and a cow because I'm on the edge of points there. Left with 2 food and whatever this is. 3 steward. Vincent has 46. What, I have 39 plus? That's enough. PJ had 45. That's a good farm too. Yeah, Kimball got pretty unlucky with the order of things, I would say. So I guess I narrowly squeaked this one out. Very close indeed. Win is a win, that's correct. And with the luck I've been having recently, it's nice to come out on the other side of it, I suppose. So, yeah, turn bar, I think. Well, PJ's game is getting a lot better. I was giving him some tips the other day, or at least one. And I don't think this game was that bad. I mean, this is honestly a pretty good effort for PJ. The sequencing of things in the mid game, I agree, could have been better on his part. Definitely had the position to win, but definitely I see improvement from him, which is always great. But yeah, Chief, see the strength here. I feel like it was lucky to get all those renos in time. I never like being short on tempo for all that stuff. But I guess it worked out fine here. I think that's all for me today. Thank you all for watching and hanging out. It's been a fun time as always with a very busy chat room. Who else is streaming right now? William is, I think, or at least was trying to. Oh, my computer is being a tiny bit slow. But yeah, I'll stop the recording here and stay on stream for a sec. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care.